Hello, welcome to this channel Gain Java Knowledge, and today in this video we are going to learn how to build a rule engine in our Spring Boot application. So as we know, rule engine is an expert system program which runs the rules on the input data, and if any condition matches then it executes the corresponding action. In software development, there are often situations where we need to apply a set of rules or conditions to filter and process data. Managing these rules using traditional if and else condition can become cumbersome and difficult to maintain, but a rule engine provides a more flexible and organized approach to define and execute these rules. So today in this video we will explore how to build a simple rule engine in Spring Boot project using functional programming principle. So okay, let's start to write the code. So here I have created one Spring Boot application, and inside this application I have created one controller class, that is user controller, and inside user controller I have created one get endpoint, and this rest endpoint will return all the user list that I have added here. So once I will run this application, I will check this rest endpoint is working fine or not. So let me start. So here we can see our application has started at port number 8080. So let me execute this endpoint. So here we can see we are getting the response from API. We have 1, 2, 3 and 4 users with different name and different ages. These 4 users we have added here. But here we are returning all the users. Now we will use the rule engine. The rule engine is responsible for managing a collection of rules and applying them to the set of objects. So it will filter the object based on the defined rules and will return the filtered result. For example, if we have there is requirement to return the user's name start with sum and age is greater than 30, then we can use rule engine. So we no need to write any if else condition, we can directly use the rule engine. So okay, let me start. So here I will create one package. So we can give any name to package. Here I am just giving common. So inside this package I will create one interface. So here I can give any name. So here I will just give the name as test rule, and it will be the interface, and inside this interface I will add one method. So that will be predicate return type. So here we can declare generic method, and here we need to import the class that is from java.util function, and its return type is generic, represented by T, and predicate is a functional interface having method test T and return type is boolean. So let me implement this method in our class. So here let me create one enum, and this enum will implement this interface. So here I will go Java class, and here I can define the name is rule. So it will be the enum. Inside this enum we will define the rule. So let me implement test rule. Now we need to add unimplemented methods. So that is get predicate method coming from test rule interface. Here we are going to implement this rule engine for our user class. So let me declare instance variable, and inside predicate we will pass as a parameter user and will import this class. Now we need to define the rules that we want to implement. So here I just want to implement the users and want to filter out the data which username starts with sum, and the second rule I want to implement the user age is greater than 30. So add constructor parameter. So let me create constructor. So here we need to pass the parameter as a predicate user, and here I will just return predicate object, this dot predicate, and we'll pass the predicate, so it will create. So here I have defined two rules. First is user age is greater than 30, and second I want to filter out the user which name starts with some. So these two rules here I have defined. We can define multiple rules. Here I have just defined two. So now let me go and create a rule engine. Let me create one more class name with rule engine. Let me create, and here I will use type parameter. So here let me define the list of test rules and will import the class here from java.util package. Next I will use the empty constructor without any parameter and will create one empty list. Now we'll create one method that will be used to add the rules. So here I have created this method. Next, let me add a method that will use to filter the list of items. So this is the filter method. That is the main method that will be used in rule engine class. This method will take input item of type T as an input, and it create a new list that is the filtered items. So this is the new list that we are creating, and inside this list we are adding all the items after applying the rules, and then we are returning the filtered list. Based on these rules it will filter all the data and will return the items. So in this list we are getting four objects that we are getting in the API response, and here we can see we have applied the rules. The user age is greater than 30 and name start with some. So once it will get the four objects, it will apply the rules, and after applying the rules we will just get one object, because in our response we have only one user, name start with some and age is greater than 30. So after applying these rules we will just get only single object. So let me go back to IntelliJ. So here we can see rules.stream create a stream from the rules list, and after that all match ensure that all rules must be satisfied for the item. And here we can see rule.getPredicate.test item. So it applies the predicate of each rule to the item. So if the item satisfies all the rules, it is added to the filter list item, then it will return the list. So this is our main class, that is a rule engine class. This class will handle the management and execution of the rules. This is the method add rules that will be used to add the rules. If I will go in test rule, so it is the unimplemented method inside our interface, that we can say abstract method. Inside our rule class or rule enum we have defined the rules. So here we can see each rule in the enum represent a specific condition or criteria that we want to evaluate. So now our rule is ready and our rule engine is also ready. Let me go to our user controller class and we'll see how to use these rule engine in our controller class. So here first I will create one rule engine class object, and we can give rule engine as a name, new rule engine, and inside rule engine we can add the rules. So here we can add the rules. Here we are applying the rule engine for user model, so here we can pass user, and here we can use. So let me add the rules. So we'll go to rule enum, and inside rule enum we can get all the rules age greater than 30 or. So let me first apply only one rule. that is the user age is greater than 30. So let me stop my application and start it again. So here I have added only one rule. It will filter out the list and will return all the users which age is greater than 30. So here we have two users, Sumit and Kailash, which age is greater than 30. So here we can see our application has started. So let me go back and refresh the same endpoint. So here we are getting some error. Here we are getting some error that get predicate is null. Okay, let me go back to test rule class. We forget to implement this method. So inside rule engine, if I will go here, so here we need to implement this method. So this method will just return the predicate. So here I will use user model we are using. So it will just return the predicate from here. So let me stop my application again and start it again. And here we are applying just only one rule, user age is greater than 30. So here we can see our application has started. So let me refresh the same endpoint, and here we can see the response. We are getting two users which age is greater than 30. So let me add one more rule. So go back to our controller class, and here I will just go rule engine dot add rule, and we have just defined two rules. So let me add second rule. Name starts with sum. So now it will return all the users which user have age greater than 30 and name starts with sum. So here we can see we have only one user, name starts with sum and age is greater than 30. So here both rules are satisfied, so it will just return one object. So let me go back and stop application and start it again. So here we can see our application has started at port number 8080. So let me go and refresh the endpoint, and here we can see we are getting only one object based on our rules that we have defined in rule engine. We are getting the response. So like this we can implement our own rule engine. Okay, thanks for watching this video.